I got your question. At the end of the day, you want to be consistent, and you got to take it one game at a time, and that's been our approach. You know, with every T20 game we played, you know, we knew that there was a World Cup coming up, but we said let's respect this format from the very beginning and treat every game as a knockout. You know, and you want to win every game. So, which means, you know, it doesn't matter who the opposition is. You just play the game.
Yeah, Ravi, does Virat's brilliant form, does it give confidence to the whole team going into a semi-final match like this?
It's outstanding innings. It's one of the best innings you will ever see, you know, in T20 cricket. You know, I don't know how long T20 cricket will be played, but when you consider the occasion, you know, the pressure, and then the kind of shots he played was quite unbelievable. All cricketing shots, and he spread the ground.
Ravi, 18 months ago when you took over, the team was in some kind of disarray. It was indecisive. It was showing, you know, going here and there. So, and this team, there's a certain amount of fearlessness which you can associate with this team. Can you tell us the journey?
It's been a long journey. Like if I start telling you now, I'll need at least a month to finish it. Okay. Unfortunately, we've got a semi-final coming up tomorrow, but to cut it short, I think it's been self-belief, you know, that they're a good team and they've not compromised on work ethics when it comes to hard work and putting in the yards to get the distance.
Ravi,
Yes.
Ravi, when it comes to momentum, you know how important it is, especially in the semi-final, and also when you look at the West Indies, the type of cricket they play. How do you?
I said that from the beginning. They're probably one of the most dangerous sides in this format because they've got explosive players, they've got match winners. So we know what we're up against, but we are up and ready as well. You know, because this is not a knockout for us. Our knockout was last game. So, you know, that was a quarter-final. This is a semi-final.
Ravi, a lot has been said and is going to be said in future also about Virat and how he's, you know, moving forward and improving. But a lot is also being said, or not so much said, about your partnership with him, and you know, from through your eyes, the kind of changes that you've seen, and what is it that you used to tell him in the past, or still talk to him about, which was like, you know, really having an impact on his great run?
See, I had absolutely no doubt when I took on the job and seeing the form he was in, as to knowing fully well he'll be right back on track. You know, and it was just a case of mind over matter. But you've got to give him the credit for really believing that he can, you know, be right up there with the best and putting in the hard yards. Because let me tell you, no one trains harder than Virat. And if he's as successful as he's been over the last 18 months, I mean, credit must be given to him for putting in, you know, that much of hard work and believing in his own ability.
I believe Yuvraj has been declared unfit.
Yeah.
How much of an impact it will have on the team?
It will have an impact because, you know, he's had his moments. I thought his 3 overs were brilliant in the last game. That really put the check and the brakes on the scoring and allowed us to come back into the contest, because after the first 4 overs it was a no contest. You know, at one stage it looked 200 plus, which would have been very difficult on that surface to chase. So he will be missed. Unfortunate, you know, it's an injury that happened during the game. You know, when he was looking to take off, he did his ankle, and I believe it's a minor tear in the ankle. So we'll miss it. Do what you do best. Focus on your strengths. That's it.
Ravi, you have been a World Cup winner. MS Dhoni has won the World Cup in both the formats. It has been a knockout for you since losing to New Zealand. So, as a team director, what did you tell them?
Nothing. That in this format, you are bound to get a hiccup. You know, I don't care who the side it is. You know, this format is so tight because it's the shortest format of the game. Things can happen very quickly. You know, there can be upsets on the way. But deep down, you have to focus on your strengths and what you do best, and keep hammering away at that. You know, and then and then take it at one step at a time. You can't think too far ahead in this format of the game.
I take last few questions. I'll start with Suman.
Chris Gayle has said that he will target all the Indian bowlers, not just one or two, and that he has special strategy for Virat Kohli. What do you have to say? React?
Bring it on. All our bowlers will target him.
Ravi, when the preparations for the World T20 began in Australia, so to say, it was the batting which was supposed to be the strongest suit, and the bowling was an area of concern. As we have progressed in the last month or so, it's sort of gone the other way around. You take Virat out and the batting looks a little shaky, whereas the bowling has stepped up. How important, therefore, especially with Yuvraj not being there and you lose the continuity that you need for Shikhar, Rohit and Suresh too?
Oh, you would need it in a big game like the semi-final. You know, I still believe we played 70% to our ability in this tournament. You know, so there's still 30%, areas where we can improve. And let's hope it happens tomorrow, because in a semi-final, you've got to get your A game. You know, you can't depend on one or two players, like you said, exactly. You need 6 or 7 players to step up to the plate. And it's not happened really in this tournament so far. Let's hope tomorrow is the start.
Ravi, given that Yuvraj won't be playing tomorrow and given how important his 3 overs were against Australia, who's likely to come in his place? Are you,
We've not decided, because Manish has just joined the party yesterday. We'll take a good look at everything in the nets and then see what will be our best options for tomorrow's game. Yes, we'll have to keep those overs in mind.
Ravi bhai, the bowlers have been fantastic in all the 4 matches so far. Are you confident of them repeating their skills and executing that even on this pitch, which could probably be the flattest of all that we've seen so far?
I see no reason why. I thought Bangalore was a good surface. Mohali was a good surface. This has always been a good surface. So, it's again repeating what they've been doing and keeping things simple.
Mr. Shastri, where do we see you when it comes to being associated with the Indian team post this weekend?
अरे tomorrow तो जाने दो यार. Post weekend semi-final है. तुम आगे सोच रहे हो यार. कमाल के आदमी हो.
You're not sure whether to get.
One step at a time. Live in the moment and the present.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.